Where all my goddesses at? I know y'all are here because I see y'all talking to me in the comment section all the time. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 7 beautiful feminine fragrances that just give this goddess energy, this goddess glow, that just have this air and this aura of just beautiful and magnificent queen-like energy. These are fragrances that give you that halo effect. They're just better than other fragrances because of the way they come across, their congeniality and their composition. So I'm going to get into that. And you know, what makes a goddess? A goddess is someone who is beautiful, smart, respected, revered. She's always highly imitated but never duplicated. If you relate to any of these, then you probably have a goddess energy and you yourself are a goddess. I know that I am. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so starting off with one that we all know and love. This is Burberry Goddess. How fitting. This is a beautiful vanillic lavender composition of a fragrance. It smells very womanly. It smells very congenial, and it's just a very likable fragrance. This is a fragrance that I wear all the time, all day, anytime. I wear it to run errands, I wear it to the office, I wear it to events, I wear it to a date night. Nobody is ever going to not like a Burberry Goddess type of vibe, and I believe that can be attributed to the combination of the vanilla in this fragrance as well as the lavender in this fragrance, because they're both very familiar, comforting, and congenial. And this is just like an everyday goddess type of vibe. Like, this is the type of goddess in our life who is just like, you know, your mom or your aunt or a teacher that you love or are very endeared to. If you are a businesswoman, it's that assistant or employee that you have, and she shows up and she works diligently, graciously. She always, you know, is on point, and you're just so ever grateful for her and that energy in your life. So I just feel like that is what Burberry Goddess gives. This is a best all around, easily accessible goddess type vibe. So I absolutely love it for this reason. And getting into the halo effect, that means traits that are attributed to people that automatically just kind of like boost their aura and people's perception of them. It's a cognitive bias. That means like, just because you see a person and they're beautiful, you might also think that they're intelligent, or you might also think that they're wealthy, or they might signal authority. And that's what I get from all of these fragrances in this lineup, which is so interesting to me because these are just better. These are just fragrances that people like and they gravitate towards because they have that less is more, effortless vibe that y'all know I love and I always talk about. So yes, Burberry Goddess is an absolute love, and you just cannot go wrong with this goddess vibe fragrance. Next up, another one I don't hear widely talked about from this very popular house, but y'all hear me talk about it because y'all know I love Burberry Goddess, and then I also love Argos Perfume. These have a similar vibe, though they don't smell exactly the same, but this is a beautiful, best all around, easy reach, feminine type of fragrance, and it also does have that vanilla lavender vibe, but it is overlaid with like this sugared lemon quality that is just so pretty. This is highly magnetic, highly complimented in my collection. Every time I wear this, I get people stopping me, asking me what it is. I'm always getting compliments, and it's like, ooh, what is that? Now, for me, I don't feel like this fragrance smells necessarily groundbreaking, but it definitely attracts a groundbreaking type of response because it just, again, it has a familiarity, it has a elegance, a confidence, but it's in such like a laid back type of way that has like this sweet quality and a floral quality that's ever so slight in there as well. Personally, I just feel like this is a very beautiful fragrance. Y'all know I'm all about having fragrances that you will actually like to wear and that suit your lifestyle, not always having too many fragrances that have to make a bold statement or just project too loudly or smell too fancy or dressed up, because over here you are never fully dressed without a fragrance. And I always say, wear your fragrances, wear them often, wear them everywhere, no matter where you go. But like, yes, this is definitely an attention magnet. It has just such a beautiful feminine aura around it, easy reach. Definitely love this one. I think if you do like Burberry Goddess, you will also like Perfume from the house of Argos, so I definitely recommend this beauty as well. Okay, from the house of Diptyque, which y'all know this is my house. This is one of my absolute favorite houses. I have, I think, 7 fragrances from this house, so obviously that is a love for me. But if you want to smell like a airy, sun-kissed vacation beach vibe goddess, Oceanside goddess, this is what you want to reach for, Ilio from the house of Diptyque. This has a beautiful watery yet airy quality in it, and it has this crisp sweetness because there's like a prickly pear, a iris, a beautiful powderiness that is in this fragrance. I've talked about this fragrance on my channel before, and to me this literally just smells like a moisturized, gorgeous, beautiful black woman who is on vacation, and she's maybe, you know, sitting oceanside at a nice cafe having a lunch, and the sun is kissing and glistening all over her skin, and she's wearing a beautiful white dress, or maybe even something that's blue or yellow, just something that really just commands that vibe and that attention and that glow. And I absolutely love Ilio. Again, this is highly complimented because it is such a effortless fragrance to me, because it doesn't try hard, but also I feel like it has a unique quality about it, which is why I love Ilio. It has a crispness. If you guys have ever, now these fragrances don't smell like it, but if you've ever smelled like Florence from Toka, or if you've ever smelled like Father Figure from Fleur, there's a crispness that is in that fragrance, and it's similar to this, and maybe that can be attributed to, like, you know, the iris in there, but something about here is very like airy and ozonic as well, and it just gives like a breath of fresh air. You know, a goddess is somebody who brings that energy, and it's self-contained, and it's able to radiate from her and be given to everyone around her. So this is just that air that comes in the room, and then, you know, y'all better be on y'all best behavior, because if y'all not, she will take the oxygen out that room with her when she leaves. But yes, another goddess vibe, effortless, less is more fragrance from the house of Diptyque. This is Ilio, definitely a top pick for this time of year and vacation. Oh, you just cannot go wrong. Another fave from the house of Diptyque is Duelle. Now, I have like 2 more from Diptyque. Y'all just go ahead, deal with it. I love Diptyque because I feel like if less is more and that effortless, laid back energy was a fragrance house, it would be Diptyque. That's why I gravitate towards it so much. So Duelle is going to be a slightly peppery, spicy, very dark vanillic fragrance. It has like some cypriol in here, and it just smells like a dark commanding goddess type of energy. Now this is somebody who is like, you know who she is, you know she's the goddess. You got that vanilla that smells like alluring and feminine, but then it has like those pepper, that cypriol, that kind of thing that just kind of like makes it a little bit brooding. For me personally, I feel like, you know, the backside of a goddess is a villain. So this kind of gives me that villain vanilla type of vibe, because when you're a goddess and you stand in your power and you call people out for being a bootleg or a copy of you, or not respecting you and what you bring, and, you know, how to value you, not everyone is going to like that. They are going to put you as the villain in their story. So if you want to, I don't care, I am me, I'm coming in, I'm sexy, and I know it, and what about it? The light won't be dimmed, and if you turn these lights off, I dare you, because the light's gonna shine brighter, because then what about it? You see what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that, you know who she is, she knows who she is, and she's not going to be apologetic about it. Because, you know, a lot of times it's like people want you to be all of this so that it can be at their disposal, so that they can just go ahead and use it and extract it. They don't want you to know. But this is that fragrance that says, you know, I know, we both know, so act like you know. Don't y'all love that? It's just a little, ooh, this is that vanilla. I'm gonna be so honest with you. So this is highly complimented, highly attractive, highly seductive, very feminine. Everything feminine is not always fluffy, cutesy, just soft. I know y'all love soft, but sometimes, you know, you got to bring that dark feminine energy and snatch somebody by the collar and say, do it if you want to, I dare you. Anyways, so that is Duelle, a sensual, beautiful, romantic, yet very brooding, dark, and sexy type of vanilla that gives a perfect goddess energy that I just cannot get enough of. Timeless, elegant, classy, warm, and just creamy and smooth and vanilla. This is Blanche, Bête, y'all, It has a beautiful creamy vanillic quality with some tuberose, some ambrette. This fragrance has such a beautiful projecting wafting quality, and y'all know I've talked about Bête because this is one of my favorite fragrance profiles because it is a soft, light type of fragrance to the smell of the nose, but the way it wafts and carries through the air, it is just unmatched. This has such a laid back, less is more type of vibe. Now, this is definitely like the sweet, nice, just comforting type of goddess energy. Like, this is the halo effect on steroids, okay? Like, this literally is just like the goddess that if you reach out to her, she'll reach back out and say, my child, and you know, put your head in her bosom. And I just absolutely love it for that reason. This is highly complimented. Every time I wear Bête, I get a compliment. People are asking me, what am I wearing? But because it just has like this almost creamy, like elevated lotion type of vibe to it, it just has this laid back quality that is like, if you just get it, you get it. Like, if you have Bête or if you love Bête, you just know that it is just such a effortless fragrance. You can wear it every day, but you can always wear it like dressed up for events. And it has a soft profile, but it has a beautiful wafting quality, the most amazing sillage. This holds its own. You can wear this indoors, outdoors. It will be smelled and it won't offend anybody, which is why I absolutely love this fragrance so very much. So yes, when it comes to like fragrances that carry that halo effect, that goddess energy, where people will just be attracted to you and people will just want to help you, people will just want to come up and talk to you and then be like, oh, you smell good, and just lean in even more. And that is what you're going to get from Bête. So I absolutely love this fragrance. Like, this is kind of a juxtaposition to Duelle, but y'all, that's why I bring these different types of vibes to y'all where I describe the fragrances, because I feel like everyone wants to just find themselves in their own collection. We don't always have to like the same things or want to smell the same, but that's also why I present my fragrance archetypes to y'all as well, is because every woman has their own energetic signature, and it's best for you to find which one aligns to you the best. So I would feel like this is giving that mysterious muse, polished presence type of energy, to where they come in, they own the room, it's very effortless, and you look around and think, is this even real? Are they even real? Because they're probably gone directly after, and the only way you know that it was real and they were even there is because of the scent trail and the sillage that is left behind. This is the power of Bête. So I absolutely love this fragrance. Definitely, if you haven't checked out my website, theoctobersong.com, go and check out the archetypes so that you can see what vibes you're trying to curate, what you gravitate towards most, and then also input your email into my email list, because I'm going to have more fun things and exclusives, different launches that are coming up that you do not want to miss, okay? From the house of Diptyque, this is Bois, and this just gives like this beautiful, woody, sweet, airy, goddess type of vibe. There is a beautiful coffee note that is in this fragrance, and I think there's like some creamy sandalwood that's in here. When I say, y'all, this is just so feminine, so elegant, so alluring, but again, of course, it's gonna be less is more. This is just a beautiful fragrance that I always get compliments on. The note structure is just so simple, laid back, and I feel like you can just smell that in here, but then the way it comes across is just so pretty. It's so feminine. It's just airy. It has a powderiness, and I've always said, like, this fragrance alone, it just carries a certain energy about it. Like, every time I wear this fragrance, something good happens to me. Like, I meet someone that's great. I still have my streak with this fragrance, like, because it is really just that good. So that is, you know, what kind of made me inspired to make this video. Like, what are the fragrances that people have like followed me around for? What are the fragrances that no matter what, people are always going to give me a compliment? What are like some of the best things and most fun things, and, you know, skipping the line and free stuff, all these types of things that have happened to me that just give you, again, that halo effect, that goddess energy, that presence. But then I'm just like, you know, these are really just them on their own. So Bois is one of those. There's no way, I'll be honest with you, that you cannot like Bois, because it's just very cute. This is an elevated gourmand. This is one of my favorite elevated gourmands in my collection, because it has, I think, either benjoin or tonka, something like that in here, something that pulls vanillic, but then the sandalwood also adds to that vibe, giving it a woody creaminess. It has a powderiness, and then again it has like that coffee note to it. If you like a DNA like black opium, this does not smell like black opium, but this has a very refined, elevated, elegant gourmand with that coffee note type of vibe in there. If you are a gourmand girly and you need something that just smells grown up and adult for like work or for like events or whatever the case is, Bois is going to be your best bet. Like, highly complimented. Cannot get enough of this fragrance. Like, I just absolutely love Bois. It's just so good, giving all of those goddess feels, wealthy woman, expensive type of vibes. I know everyone's in the vibe of like how to, you know, smell expensive, how to smell rich, but I'm gonna just go ahead and give you these goddess vibes because the goddess energy is priceless. It's timeless. So how you gonna even put a price on that? There you go. Bois. Get into it, get a sample, go into the Diptyque store and smell it, because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And I always have to mention that I was in the store and I've sold 2 bottles of these to people while I was in Diptyque, while they were looking for fragrances. There's been 2 occasions where I had somebody smell this and then they went and purchased it. So there you have it. And finally, another Diptyque baby from the house. This is Roche. Y'all know I named mine Roche. This is just a beautiful rose forward, floral, sensual, patchouli type of fragrance, but then it has like this burst of like a lemon, but it has a sweetness to it, and just like this sensual, elegant opulence. I told y'all that I wore this to the ballet when I went to the ballet, so it definitely gives like that regal, that elevated, that goddess type of energy. It gives that vibrance, that beauty, that allure. I get so many compliments when I wear this because I feel like this is such a balanced fragrance, to where it has all of the things. Like, it has the floral, it has that energy that comes from the citrus, and I'm not really a citrus person, so that's another reason why I love this fragrance, because my citrus notes have to be done well and they have to be done right. So when they are, and it's a note that I don't typically gravitate towards, but I enjoy it in a fragrance, the fragrance has no choice but to be like elevated in my mind, because I'm like, wow, y'all really did that. That's how I feel about Roche from Diptyque. Patchouli is always going to give a sensuality to a fragrance that is undeniable. So yes, this is what this is giving. This is our, you know, in her body, in her heart, our sensual type of goddess that's gonna give it to you. So this is good for events, this is good for dates, you know, that kind of thing. I will kind of put this more towards that end. Of course, you know, you can wear this all day, anytime, anywhere, but I do think that this would shine for events and for like date nights and stuff like that, when you want to give like that alluring, sensual, you know, type of vibe. It gives you all of the feels with that little twist that of energy. I always say this has an effervescence to it as well. It kind of gives like that champagne aura and glow to it, so it just feels a little bit like bubbly, fancy, and you really just cannot deny the vibes. So I love this fragrance. Can y'all tell from the house of Diptyque? This is Roche. So there you have it, babes. 7 beautiful feminine fragrances that give this goddess energy and have a beautiful, well lit and commanding aura that gives you like this halo effect, because these fragrances, they're just better. They stand apart. They're less is more. They have an opulence about them, but they are well loved and well liked by everyone around you, because who does not want to hail the queen and give all of their praises to a goddess? So thank y'all for tuning into this video. Let me know, do y'all have any of these fragrances? Do y'all want to smell any of these fragrances? What are the fragrances that you have that just give this, you know, abundant goddess energy that you just get compliments on, that you feel good wearing, that you just, you know, feel like you're in your power when you're wearing it? Do you feel magnetic? I really would like to know. Do you have any layering combinations down below that you want to share with us? Please let us know. But as always, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bye.